Raging Kajan Johnson fight signing very, very recently here. Taking on Rustam Khabilov. Should be a good bout, man. Pretty impressive in your last performance. You know, staying on the outside and then coming in there with nasty shot. You know, not my. I know I've seen you fight forever, but I'm sure you heard the naysayers out there. Lots of people counting you out of that fight.
Sure.
What'd you think when you picked up that victory, man?
It was really. It was very, very amazing, dude. Like, I don't even really have words for it. Because I had gone through so much struggle and there was so much turmoil and I had such a huge layoff and then everybody had me as such an underdog. And I always knew. I knew the whole time that I was a far better fighter, but he had some extremely dangerous weapons. So I wasn't expecting to knock him out, but that's usually when you get the knockout, is when you're not expecting to. So it was just, it was really fulfilling.
Did you go in there and then, so you got the knockout, got the finish, going backstage, did you talk to UFC brass after that fight?
Yeah, I talked to a couple people. I talked to Sean Shelby. I'd been speaking to him before. I spoke to him after. So Shelby was down to kind of try to give me whoever I wanted after that. Well, he said, like, give me a name and I'll do my best to get that guy. So I was angling for the Iaquinta fight. Iaquinta was down. He won on February 11th. I thought that was a little bit early. I was trying to get on in Vegas for March 3rd. That didn't happen either. But yeah, so the Iaquinta thing the timing wasn't right. So I'm not gonna rush my body. I'm seasoned enough to know what's good for me and what's not, and it was just a little too soon. So yeah, so I got Khabilov in London, March 17th, and I'm really stoked, dude.
Getting to travel a little bit too, which is cool. Are you gonna spend some time there after the fight, or come straight back? I mean, you got the gym.
Yeah, gotta work now. We're gonna have other guys that have fights, you know. We'll probably have nationals coming up here in April again for the amateur scene, so I'll be there coaching the guys that I have in there, and yeah, I'm sure like Jamie will be wanting to go again. We'll have a couple other guys, so you gotta stay working, you know.
So you got the fight against this Khabilov.
Yeah.
As you said, you were pushing for Iaquinta.
Yeah.
He's a ranked fighter. This guy that you're fighting has extensive fight background.
Yeah.
He's on a pretty good win streak as well.
Yeah.
So despite him not being ranked, it doesn't really mean anything in terms of where it's going to put you. Like, obviously, if you beat Iaquinta, you're likely to be ranked.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's on a streak, so it does mean something if you beat someone on a nice 4 or 5 win streak.
Yeah. And he's beaten good guys too. Like he's got wins over guys like Jorge Masvidal. You know, him and Iaquinta actually have a pretty similar resume. I think that Iaquinta is a bit more of a dangerous fight as far as finishes go. I think Iaquinta's got a better jiu-jitsu game. He's got better hands. But Khabilov, I think, has a way better clinch game. So it's an interesting fight. I think I've got a lot of weapons that he doesn't have the use of. So I'm gonna try to steer the fight towards where I'm good and he's not. You know, hit him with some interesting things.
The fact that this last fight played out sort of in your favor with the knockout and stuff like that, what did you take away from that one that you're going to bring into this one?
Just to trust myself. Like, I had a great game plan going in for that fight for that specific person. You know, everybody's like, oh, he's just going to run now. You don't know what I'm going to do, because that's how I fought that guy. That's not how I'm going to fight everybody, right? So I think I'm just going to trust myself. Right, it gave me a lot of trust and faith in my own knowledge and my own fight IQ, that I can do what everybody says you can't do, which is win a world title by coaching yourself the whole time. Yeah, and nobody thinks I can do that, but it worked last time. I'm gonna do the camp very similarly. You know, I'm gonna be here grinding with my guys, with my team at TriStar Vancouver, and then Bill Mahood's gonna come down for a couple days, and we're gonna game plan together and figure out exactly what we're gonna do, get another outside look, you know, and then I'm gonna go and do what I think is best. And
so TriStar Montreal's out the window now. Like, you're not making the treks there anymore?
I just don't have the funding at this point. Eventually, I'm sure things will come together a little bit, and I'll be on a little bit higher pedestal to be able to go and do things like that. But right now, it's not very likely. I've got a gym to run. You know, I've got all my guys to take care of, so I can't just neglect them and go do my own thing. It'd be more likely for me to bring guys from out there.
That's what I was
going to
ask. Is bringing for us here a possibility?
It's a possibility. For us, hates flying. You know, so I won't do that to him unless it's really, really necessary. Paul, plus he's got, think about how many fighters he's got over there. So it'd be kind of selfish for me to like, yeah, come and spend a whole week with me when you've got like 7 other UFC fighters over there that need you. So me and Faraz, like, he knows my game pretty well. So we work well, like satellite coaching. You know, I call him and be like, okay, what do you think about Khabilov? And he gives me his opinion, and then I go and I drill those things because I'm very familiar with his system. I'm sure he's got some new updates since I've left, but I'm very, very familiar with his system, and he's familiar with mine, and is getting more and more familiar the more he sees me, right? So I think it's pretty good just the way it is. You know, we don't have to be together.
How active would you like to be this year?
Really, it's probably going to be very similar. I'm probably going to fight maybe twice this year. Like I'll fight in March, and then it would make sense for me to fight again probably in September or so. Although it might be sooner. You know, maybe I'll get another one. What's up, guys? Maybe I'll get another one in the summer sometime. But I'm not in a rush. You know, I'm not going to rush my body. When I take enough time away for things to recover and heal, and your brain to heal the damage, because even if you get a couple punches in a fight, man, those are serious shots. Your brain needs to recover from that. So when I take that time, then when I go back and I fight again, I take a shot, it's not as big of a deal, you know? The accumulative damage, especially in a short period of time, is the real issue.
Well, good luck, man.